good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to a new week. Welcome to the first rate cut week that we've had in a few years. The market presents new circumstances to us each and every week. And this week is no different, right? But there's no reason to be scared, no reason to be, I don't know, anxious, whatever. We attack each and every week with the same outlook, looking to get 1% better, looking to stick tight to our system, looking to make sure that we go in with the correct mindset, right? And then we can't go wrong. So I'm excited to get after what we have this week. Another full week in markets, which are always the best. Don't have to worry about low volume, weird volatility. And yeah, excited to get after it. We brought home a boatload of profits last week. It was a great week. So our mission this week is to make sure that we don't give it all back, right? And execute with real kind of important risk tolerance in mind and continue to build, right? Build, put one foot in front of the next. So Monday is our deluxe session. What is that, right? What is that? Why is it called that? It's called that because we go over the important groundwork for the week as well as our Monday specific news. So it's not just, okay, we've got news on Monday, what's going on Monday? We lay the groundwork for the whole week today, which is very, very key because if you did not know how to approach the last few weeks, you probably got destroyed. And that's what makes Monday such an important session for us. So we're going to go over the week ahead. Then we're going to look over the economic calendar, see what data drops and everything that we have. And then we're going to go over our Monday specific news. So, top news here for this week, all eyes are on the Federal Reserve this week. The Fed's Monetary Policy Committee is widely expected to cut interest rates for the first time since 2020. So, it's been 4 years. If your kid started high school in 2020, they're graduating in 2024, right? If they started college in 2020, they're graduating in 2024. So this has been, major. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. That's a significant portion of someone's life, right? 4 years. It's been 4 years since this has happened. So it's worth noting, right? And it'll be something that definitely influences how we move here, not only this week, but in the coming months. Um, and the size of the cut is really what's important because right now there's like a 50-50 chance. So let's see here. Since 2020, making this central bank meeting since the first cut since 2020, making it one of the most pivotal ones ever in recent history. Though a cut is the consensus, there has been debate over whether the size of the rate cut should be 25 or 50 basis points. Aside from the Fed, the Bank of England and the Bank of Japan will also be discussing the issuing policy decisions. In terms of economic data next week, market participants will receive updates on U.S. retail sales and industrial production for August. The earnings calendar will be fairly light, though there are some major names on tap, including Betty Crocker and Cheerios parent General Mills, and parcel delivery giant and global economic bellwether FedEx. So we got a few, earnings on tap, but the biggest thing, of course, is going to be the Fed meeting. Tuesday, no real important earnings. Wednesday, we get General Mills, whose ticker is GIS, and then Thursday we get FedEx and Lennar, as well as Darden Restaurants. Let's see here. Anything else super important? Nothing else extremely important. Palantir chairman Peter Thiel has filed to sell up to $1 billion in stock. 16 new GLP weight loss drugs could be launched by 2029. I also saw that Novo Nordisk had news drop of one of these GLP-1 weight loss drugs are like Ozempic and Wegovy and all those. I hear that they have like a new one that causes it's even more effective than the old one. So something to keep a lookout there for NVO. But that's pretty much what we got on the slate here for this week. So let's go in and check our economic calendar and see exactly what we have happening each and every day. So today, nothing really important. Empire State Manufacturing out at 8:30 a.m. Tuesday, the U.S. retail sales before the bell. Nothing really. Two small pieces of info at 10 a.m. that could cause some short-term volatility, but nothing really. Wednesday, we get the FOMC interest rate decision and the Fed Chair Powell press conference. So Wednesday is going to be, the day that everything hinges on this week. Whenever you have a big thing going on Wednesday, typically Monday, Tuesday, you don't really see a whole lot of movement. I don't know why anyone would be doing a whole lot before we get that decision. And if it is, it's in preparation for the decision. But what that means is that we are probably more than likely chilling until Wednesday. And when I say chilling, I don't mean like, oh, I don't pay attention to anything. It's just I'm not going to be like shooting off trades going into this because it's not like a lot of things will be breaking out. If they are, cool, I'm with it. There could always be individual sectors that are moving, but typically whenever there's a big thing, especially this big, like we were talking about between 25, 50 basis point cut, something happening on Wednesday, typically, the market doesn't do a whole lot in the meantime. It just waits until that event goes down. So that'll be Wednesday. Of course, we get the interest rate decision at 2 p.m. We get, Fed Chair Powell at 2:30 p.m. So Wednesday will be a power-packed day, which means probably today or tomorrow is when I need to go out and, do my thing. Um, Honestly, today might work best. I gotta see. Thursday, initial jobless claims at 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m. existing home sales. Friday, nothing scheduled. So Wednesday is the biggest day, hands down. There's really not a lot going on, which is nice besides what's going on Wednesday. So that's going to be our main singular focus this week is, okay, what do we see happening as we go into this interest rate decision? What sectors look good? What sectors don't look good? Do we get any unusual activity or volume heading into this decision, right? That would lead us to believe that someone knows whether it's a 25 basis point or a 50 basis point cut. Those are the things that we're going to be on the lookout for here in the days leading up to the decision. And other than that, we just treat it like any other day, except this day hasn't come in 4 years. So right? Fun stuff. Each and every day you wake up to the markets, new things. And this week, that is our game plan. We're going to be sitting here observing, seeing what's going on, but I'm not looking to, oh, we're going to hop in on this and get this and do this and do that and do that. If the opportunities present themselves, awesome, but you need to be just ready for whatever we get on Wednesday. And if we see again volume that lets us know that we have an edge, then I'm willing to go with it. But otherwise, you're taking this week as it comes, taking the opportunities as they come. We had swings brought into this week. We took plenty of profit last week. So I'm not looking to blow that up in the slightest bit here as we move into this new week. Um, and you guys crushed it as well. I'm going to take some time to highlight those and make sure you go out and you encourage people, right? That's what helped me so much starting out, seeing something and being like, that's me next. That's me. I'm up next, right? Oh, this was me, awesome. I'm pushing higher and aiming higher. All of that is important. You rewire your brain. If you suck at something or you're not good at something or you aren't naturally a person that's nice or gives gratitude or shows gratitude, you work on that by forcing yourself to do it over and over and over again, right? So if you kind of struggle with the mental, force yourself to do what you struggle with, and eventually your brain will just be rewired to do it naturally, which is the beautiful thing about our brains. We can trick ourselves into doing what we need to do, right? The person that we want to be, we can trick ourselves into being that person. How? By just doing it over and over and over again. That's why consistency is key and it beats out talent, right? Each and every day. So now we're going to move into our Monday specific news. Top news, flight to safety. It's the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump in 2 months. The incident occurred on Sunday at his golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida, where a man who was wielding an AK-47 style assault rifle hid in shrubbery along the perimeter. Several Secret Service agents fired on the gunman after he was spotted only a few yards from where Trump was playing, prompting him to flee in a vehicle. He was later arrested 40 miles north of the golf course after license plate readers flagged his car on the I-95. Mugshot, the media identified the suspect as Ryan Ruth, 58, of Hawaii. In July, 20-year-old Thomas Crooks tried to assassinate Trump at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, grazing his right ear with a bullet before he was killed by a Secret Service sniper. Quote, nothing will slow me down. I will never surrender, Trump wrote in after the latest incident, while rival Kamala Harris said she was glad he was safe and violence has no place in America. These two episodes highlight the difficulties and tensions surrounding the 2024 election season. Things are very hot amidst charged, polarized campaigns, and big developments seem to be coming every other week, like President Biden's withdrawal from the race. To note, there have been similar assassination occurrences in recent U.S. history, like the two attempts made on President Ford in 1975, which took place within 17 days of each other. Sheesh. Market movement. Trump Media and Technology, ticker DJT, which is known for its meme qualities, can follow Trump related developments. That rose 6% in early trading on Monday, though the gains are starting to fizzle before market open. The stock has fallen heavily since March on fears that the end of a lockup period could result in Trump selling a large chunk of his shares, but the former president pledged he won't do that on Friday, leading to somewhat of a rebound. For investors looking to play the elections through other market instruments, check out these. Okay, so it's just politically driven funds, which I just do not care about at all. Aviation news dragging on. Here we are back again talking about the crime syndicate. The strike at Boeing could go on for a while, machinist union leader John Holden told NPR, saying workers have, quote, the most leverage at the most opportune time that we've ever had in our history. As many as 33,000 employees went on strike on Friday after rejecting a new labor contract with the work stoppage expected to cost Boeing billions of dollars. Historically, IAM 751 strikes have lasted 60 days on average. Bank of America noted, adding that the plane maker will likely move closer to the union's 40% wage hike demand. Now, automotive news, Robo Impact, Uber, and Waymo, the self-driving car company owned by Alphabet, are expanding their existing partnership to bring autonomous ride-hailing to Austin, Texas, and Atlanta. Paid ride offerings will be available in those locations starting in 2025. Uber and Lyft have ramped up deals with autonomous vehicle makers amid an increased adoption of the technology. Uber also inked a multi-year partnership recently to bring General Motors Cruise autonomous vehicles to its platform. So Uber is definitely something that they'll benefit from. Again, the whole point of these ride hailing services is that eventually they remove people from them, because people, need benefits and this, that, and the third. And, that's something that makes profitability even harder to attain for these companies like Uber and Lyft. So, them, making sure that Waymo succeeds and that this autonomous driving endeavor as a whole succeeds, that's important to them, very important to them. So that's good news, regarding Uber and Lyft in terms of like their stock. Just because the faster they can get rid of drivers, the more that they can increase profit margins. Tech news, winning streak. Larry Ellison, who's Oracle's co-founder and technology chief, briefly overtook Amazon founder Jeff Bezos as the world's second richest person after the software giant shares saw their best week since late 2021. Guess who was in on it? Us, Oracle, ORCL. Beautiful long swings on Oracle. It shot up, right? Shot up last week. They gained 14.3% last week after its earnings topped expectations and its long-term targets impressed investors. The rally briefly lifted the net worth of Ellison, Oracle's biggest shareholder, to $208.4 billion on Friday, but it has since come down to $197.7 billion. Bezos' net worth currently stands at $204.4 billion, while Tesla CEO Elon Musk is number one with a net worth of $252.8 billion. I'm sure they're all watching those standings very closely. Today's markets in Asia, Japan closed, Hong Kong up 0.3%, China closed, India up 0.1, London flat, Paris up 0.1, Frankfurt down 0.3, Dow up 0.2, S&P flat, Nasdaq down 0.2. Crude oil up 0.5%, gold down 0.2, Bitcoin down 2.2. What else is happening? Wall Street is alarmed about weaker consumer credit trends. $150 billion OpenAI valuation requires change in corporate structure. Gulf of Mexico drillers slowly resume activity in the wake of storm. INTC, which is Intel, is said to qualify for $3.5 billion in military chip grants. Do queasy side effects mean the end of weight loss drug hype? Spacewalk win. Rocket Lab, ticker RKLB, top weekly industrial gainer. Rocket Lab, another thing that we're involved in. Don't you just love when you see things are going up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm in that. Very nice. Um, 23andMe, ticker Me, agrees to pay $30 million to settle data breach lawsuit. Cruise industry coasts into end of summer on another high note. Boss and Loam, ticker BLCO, exploring sale to handle planned spinoff. And then will U.S. gasoline prices drop below $3 per gallon before the election? I don't know. Time will tell. Gotta wait to find out. But that'll wrap us up here on this fine day, September 16th, 2024. The countdown to cuts is officially entering its final days. We got today, we got tomorrow, and then Wednesday, we get the first rate cut in 4 years. Make sure that you're positioned to profit from this. And if you're not, you know where to reach me. DM me or just message me or email me. I prefer email. It's nice because then it doesn't get missed that way. I've got my computer open, at least one computer open at all times. And sometimes messages can get lost, but email me, Adam at AdamHollandeducates.com. Subject line trade. Let's get to it. Other than that, y'all, we're here. We're live. Another week. Let's do it. Let's crush it. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning for our next pre-market prep session. Have a good one. Peace.